welcome back to my channel. I hope you like Marvel, because today I'm doing something insane. I'm going to go over every single character in the Marvel MCU universe, and I'm going to talk about some of their backstories. We're only going to talk about some of them, but anyway, let's get right into it. So first, we're going to be talking about Tony Stark, Iron Man. This is who Iron Man is. So Iron Man was a normal playboy he was a playboy. But he was almost a playboy too much. And one day in the army, he was driving and got hit. That made him get this. A heart. Over the years, Tony Stark became very famous, and then everybody found out that he was Iron Man, the hero who we see in other Marvel movies or used to see in other Marvel movies. So anyway, as I was saying, Tony Stark was in a bunch of other Marvel movies. So, why? He was in a bunch of the other movies in Endgame and stuff, and we'll get around the high story of the Marvel Cinematic, the MCU, later on in this video. But I just wanted to get a little bit of a backstory on Iron Man and stuff like that. So let's get on to the first Avenger. Can you guys guess who it is? Captain America. So at the time, Captain America was very, very, very skinny, and he wanted to bulk up. So he took this extremely dangerous test to see if he could bulk up. He ended up bulking up, but because he wanted to be in the army. Then suddenly he froze over for 70 years, and then he woke up and all of the people were gone. But he also did encounter one of the villains, Red Skull. He was named that because he was a man who was wearing a Red Skull mask, or had a red skull or something. Anyway. But then Captain America got his shield that we see in many Marvel movies today. And then, of course, in Endgame, if you've seen the movie, he's passed away. Next, I'm only going to talk about 3 or 4 superheroes today. I don't want to make a too long video. But let's talk about Thor for our next superhero. So Thor was just a little boy with his brother, and it was a ceremonial day of him becoming king. But suddenly, the Dark Elves broke in. So his father, Odin, at the time was the king, couldn't make Thor the king. So, sadly, Thor was not the king. But anyway, let's get back to the story. So then he had to go fight this giant Cyclops person at the end. But he lost his power, so that was hard. He also lost his hammer at the time. And throughout the whole movie, Jane and him, he was on Earth and they all helped him. But then, a surprisingly encounter, this guy, Hawkeye, or in the comics, blonde arrow thing guy, he was a person who was also in the movie when he was a bad guy at the time. But he became a good guy in other movies and other Marvel shows. Next, let's talk about 2 of my favorite superheroes, and then we'll end it off. Oh, his villain is his brother Loki. Right there. Next, let's talk about Ant-Man. So Ant-Man was a normal dad who had been in a lot of crimes, and it was hard to get him back into the good person life. He met up with this girl, the Wasp, but he tried to steal the original Ant-Man suit in the movie. So this suit right here, well, not that suit, this suit was way cooler. From Hank Pym. No, I don't even know where Hank Pym is in here. He should be in here, but he's not. Maybe because he's not in the comics. I don't know why he's not in here. He should be up. Anyway, so then he did some stuff with his daughter and wasn't invited to her birthday party because of her mom's boyfriend. But also something else happened too. her boy. Then, in the second movie, he got arrested again for going and fighting in Civil War. Captain America, Iron Man, and some other superheroes too. But I won't say more. Oh, like War Machine and Bucky, the Winter Soldier. But that's what happened. And then I say the best for last, the Spider-Man. So Spider-Man is a normal teenage boy who one day got bit by a radioactive spider. His first appearance was in Civil War, but he escaped before before the cops arrived because he was in much pain. The first villain he ever fought was the other superheroes, but he didn't really fight them. But one of the first villains he fought was the Vulture. Now, I don't think the Vulture is on here, but we're just gonna say anyway. In the second movie, he has never actually fought Venom, which is kind of sad. Anyway, but I think Tom Holland's the best, so I'm only sticking with the Tom Holland Spider-Man. So as we know, Spider-Man got bit. His Aunt May was there too in the movie. Then next he got a girlfriend. It was Zendaya, and he's actually his real girlfriend in real life. But anyway, that's all. Also, but then finally in the third movie, he fought some villains like Dr. Ock, the Green Goblin. That's the only two I can see on this poster. But one of his main villains is Venom. But what is in this movie? But if you're talking about the Tobey Maguire ones, then he did fight Venom in one of the movies, but not the sequel as a Venom. Anyway, thank you for tuning in for going over some of the Marvel Cinematic Universe characters. Comment which one is your favorite superhero in the end. And I am also going to be subscribing to some of your guys' channels now every single week. So, if you guys have a YouTube channel, then comment. All you have to do is hit the like button, comment, and if your option to subscribe. We're so close on our way to 100 subscribers. That'd be so cool if we got 100 subscribers. But all you have to do is like, comment so I can get your account, and subscribe if you want to. Thank you for watching. Peace.